All right, here we go. Good evening, everybody. We have got a huge show for you tonight. Big story going on. But first, we got to get things going because it is 7:30 on the East Coast. It's Friday night. This is the Pro Lib Show.
Me short. I was thinking this was the way to go, and you put up your puppet show. I say cheers to life. No, I'll be no good man's wife. Just leave me alone. I'm running the show.
All right, good evening, everybody. All right. I hope that you guys are having a better day today than a lot of people had in Ohio due to a bunch of racist liars in the Republican sphere, in the Maga sphere. The short version of the story is it all started yesterday. We're going to go deep into this, so don't worry. It all started yesterday. Laura Loomer said some very racist things. Marjorie Taylor Greene clapped back, and it escalated from there. It all surrounds all of these lies about Haitian immigrants in Springfield, Ohio, which you probably heard Trump parroting at the debate. And it has led to all kinds of terrible things for the people that live in Ohio, including a bunch of school closures today due to threats. And we're gonna talk about that. And there are people saying that it's created a pogrom situation. So we're also going to talk about what a pogrom is. Is this a pogrom? Is that what's going on? Is that an unfair classification or a fair classification? We're gonna go through the definition. We're gonna talk it out. But first of all, just thank you for being here. I am ProLib. If you haven't been with me before, welcome to the show. We do this every Friday, and we try to delve into something that's going on that's big in politics and put the pieces together. See what the truth is, and find out how real, how true, how right is it when people are making these classifications, these claims. So where did this all begin? Well, it really began with these claims that there were Haitian immigrants in Ohio eating pets. It's not true. It's never been true. J.D. Vance even admitted, I believe yesterday on Twitter, that it was not true. We'll be looking at that as well. But these lies about this community are creating dangerous situations for the Haitian immigrants that live there. Another big thing to realize about these Haitian immigrants is that they were welcomed in by the community of Springfield, Ohio. None of them were there illegally. They were brought in because the Springfield, Ohio economy needed workers at local factories, and there were a bunch of Haitian immigrants that were available to come live there and come do the work, and they have. And the community is very happy about them being there. We're going to hear a statement from the I will be reading to you a statement from the mayor of Springfield specifically about that. We're going to review some videos of some things that Trump said today in reference to this, in reference to Laura Loomer, which are very interesting. There's some very wild rumors about Trump and Laura Loomer, and we're going to talk about that too. So where do you want to begin? Let's begin with this. So this is a tweet, and I'm going to have it up here on the screen in just a moment. This is from Abby D. Phillip, who's, of course, the host on CNN. Let me get that ready for you guys. Bear with me just a moment. So, it's not, why isn't it showing up? Hello? There we go. Okay. So we're going to look at this tweet from Abby Phillip. So here we go. Abby Phillips said, 2 elementary schools were evacuated Friday in Springfield, Ohio, Thursday. A middle school was also closed due to threats from Trump and other Republicans spread false claims about Haitian migrants. Springfield's mayor to the Laura Coates last night. We need help, not hate. You know, that is a very reasonable position. Spooky, we're going to talk all about Laura Loomer in a second. I want to give context first. I promise. In just a moment, we'll go all the way into exactly who Laura Loomer is. Exactly who Laura Loomer is. It's a wild story. So this was the first thing that I saw, and I was like, wait, schools closed? What is this about schools closing? Now, let's contrast this with what J.D. Vance had said just this morning. This is 3 hours before what Abby Phillips said. We've got this from J.D. Vance. In Springfield, Ohio, there's been a massive rise in communicable diseases, rent prices, car insurance rates, and crime. That is what happens when you drop 20,000 people into a small community. Kamala Harris's immigration policy aims to do this to every town in our country. Guys, every town in our country is getting 20,000 Haitian immigrants the day that she becomes president. I don't know if you knew that. It's on her website. It's in the margins. Don't let biased media shame you into not discussing the slow-moving humanitarian crisis in a small Ohio town. We shuttle, he spelled should wrong, talk about it every single day. Kamala Harris did this, and she'll keep doing it unless we stop her. It's true. Kamala Harris flew the plane that brought all 20,000 migrants. A single plane. She's a very, very capable pilot, and they were able to fit all 20,000 migrants onto one plane, and she flew. None of this is true. Everything that you're seeing on screen right now is a complete lie from J.D. Vance. And the worst part about it is that he knows that it's a lie. He is aware that all of this is a lie. He knows that. He's not a fool. He is doing this for the same reason that Trump kept pivoting to immigration during the debate, because their only way, in their minds, of winning this thing is to scare people, white people. That's what they're trying. That is their plan for winning the election, is to scare white people. If white people are scared enough of brown people, we'll win the election. Okay. So next up, let's get into. I will hide my bookmarks for you too. You guys don't care about my bookmarks. She's a lunatic. You can't see the whole story. Yes, you can. Yeah, you can see the whole story, can't you, Laura? Do I need to move that? Can you read? Yeah. Okay. You can't see the whole headline, but you can read the whole story. All right. So this is Laura Loomer. That is a picture of Laura Loomer right there. Laura Loomer is a failed congressional candidate. She ran for office, I believe, in Florida. You can correct me on that if I'm wrong. I believe it was in Florida. And she is a MAGA figure. She's an influencer. Here's one of my favorite Laura Loomer stories for you. When Laura Loomer was in college, she decided that everyone on the left was an ISIS supporter. So she decided to start an ISIS fan club at her college to prove that leftists would join it, to prove that they all supported ISIS. No one joined her fan club, and she was then expelled. So that's the genesis of this person. Okay? Laura Loomer, right-wing activist who has earned the rare distinction of being a MAGA supporter too extreme for Marjorie Taylor Greene, we'll get into that in just a second, has increasingly become a member of former President Donald Trump's inner circle. A pair of CNN panelists on Thursday sounded the alarm about the fact that Trump has embraced someone like Loomer, who's notorious for pushing conspiracy theories. Famously, she is a 9/11 conspiracy theorist, and she accompanied Trump to the 9/11 ceremony the other day. So, yeah, that's a thing. His wife isn't on the plane, his daughter's on the plane, but this kook is on the plane. That's Anna Navarro said that. And I think it should be incredibly concerning that potentially the next president of the United States is surrounded by racist conspiracy theorists. Listen, when Marjorie Taylor Greene is suddenly the voice of reason, call it a wake-up moment. Marjorie Taylor Greene, in this situation, is a voice of reason. So what happened with Marjorie Taylor Greene? Do I not have it? I don't have it. Okay. I don't have it. I thought that I'd save that. Well, I don't have the actual tweet. Oh, you know what? It might be this one. Yeah, this should take us to it. No, this is from... Yeah, no, this is it. This is it. Okay, sorry. So, Greene responded with a tweet to... Laura Loomer basically was like, yeah, they're eating people's pets. The Haitian migrants in Ohio, which they are not. I'm going to state for the record, I'll state it again, that no one is eating anybody's pets. And these migrants aren't illegal. They're welcomed by the community. The community loves them. The community wants them there. Okay? The community wants them there. They are great for the community. We're going to get to that statement in a minute. Okay. Greene took to X Thursday morning to position herself against self-described proud Islamophobe Laura Loomer. Yes, she is a self-described proud Islamophobe. That is who Laura Loomer is. Her words, not mine. I was always so proud of the kind, loving, and welcoming spirit of MAGA and the Republican Party, Greene wrote. We have the winning policies that represent every American and put our country first. Sure. Laura Loomer's nasty, racist, and divisive rhetoric should not be tolerated, Greene wrote. We are not the left. In hammering Loomer, Greene targeted influencers grown increasingly close to Trump in recent days. So, Laura Loomer didn't like that very much. And because she's also an asshole, Loomer responded with, "Who's the freak?" That was what she said to, "You've lost your career in radio." Oh, I'm sorry. That was when she was yelling at Sykes. I'm sorry. Laura doubled down on the angry rhetoric and argued. No, see, this was when she was still talking to Sykes. Anyway, Charlie Sykes. We're skipping ahead, but this is the one that I got. I put him in the wrong order. My bad. Charlie Sykes then spoke out and said, Laura Loomer is a freak and a bigot. And Laura Loomer said, "You're a washed-up radio host with an obsession with getting Trump. You lost your career in radio because you're an insufferable, never Trump cunt who couldn't read the room." And I'm just quoting, okay? I'm just reading the thing. Who couldn't read the room and lost your audience because they abandoned you when you viciously attacked Trump with nonstop lies in 2016. Trump won. He did not win. He didn't win. Trump won, and in the process, he broke your mind. You so desperately want to be relevant on the right, but you are now doing the bidding of communists and propagandists for the DNC on MSNBC. I know lots of communists, and none of them are in the DNC. Zero of the actual communists that I actually know are in the DNC and like the DNC. I don't know if there are any communists that work at MSNBC. I would doubt it. But just throwing that out there. You called Donald Trump racist on TV. I would call him racist on TV as well. Today because he spoke out about animal cruelty in Springfield. No, it's because he's lying about Haitian migrants. Knowingly lying about Haitian migrants. You called him a racist for posting a meme with a cat. No, we called him a racist for being a racist. Why would you defend third world invaders who are abusing animals? Haiti is not a third world country. Haiti is famously known as the first black republic. Haiti is a very successful country. And the migrants wanted to come to Springfield, and Springfield wanted them, and they're here legally doing great work for the community, and the community likes them. Who is the freak? You are, Laura. And you know what, Charlie? You're an oxygen thief. I do not have any proof whether or not Charlie has ever stolen anyone's oxygen. So I can't refute. I confirm. I don't know. I did looked into it. Don't know. I don't have any evidence. I just have Laura Loomer's statement, not saying he has or hasn't. I would be surprised to find out that he actually had stolen someone's oxygen. Would be out of character for him. But, maybe Laura Loomer has some information that I don't have. That is possible. So then the story took a weird twist yesterday. A twist I wasn't really expecting. And I want to find what I was looking for. Here it is. Okay, so I need to open this. Sorry, my bad, yo. And I need to take this and put this over here so that you can. That should do it. There we go. So Lindsey Graham spoke out about Laura Loomer. Said, Laura Loomer, stop saying all this racist shit. And Laura Loomer told him that he needs to admit to being gay. Now, I lived in South Carolina for a while. Lindsey Graham was my senator for, I believe, the entire time I worked there. Or, not worked there, lived there. I lived in Columbia, in the capital city of South Carolina. I don't know that anyone who lives there would refute the idea that Lindsey Graham is gay. But I have never heard, I don't have any way to confirm to you his sexual orientation. No matter what his sexual orientation is, I would support whatever it is. But I also believe that when someone doesn't want to come out, that they should not be forced to come out. And if Lindsey Graham is actually gay and does not want to be out of the closet, he shouldn't have to. So there you go. And I'm going to say I disagree with, I know this shocked you, Laura Loomer. But now, so let's just count. Laura Loomer has now had a fight over the past couple of days with Marjorie Taylor Greene, Charlie Sykes, and now Lindsey Graham. So this is not someone... Remember when Trump was talking about unity after the plexiglass hit his ear? Do you remember that? If Trump wants to be a unity candidate, probably not the right person. Is all I'm saying. You would probably not want Laura Loomer to be the person who's coaching you, who's advising you, who's representing you, who's your surrogate. My assertion, maybe, apparently, Trump feels differently. Now, let's go to, this is from a news story where they looked into this whole Haitian, are Haitian migrants eating pets. And this is from that story. This is from the person who originally made the claim on Facebook. This is their quote. I'm not sure I'm the most credible source because I don't actually know the person who lost the cat. Newton said about the rumor she had passed on to her neighbor, Lee, the Facebook poster. This is the person who passed on the rumor to the person who posted about it on Facebook originally. I'm sorry. This is not the person who posted it. This is the originator of the rumor that was then posted on Facebook by someone else. Newton explained to NewsGuard that the cat owner was an acquaintance of a friend. Sure, my friends have acquaintances. And that she heard about the supposed incident from that friend, who in turn learned about it from a source that she had. Newton added, I don't have any proof. All right, chat. The next thing we're going to look at is Laura Loomer's response to this story when this story came up. Okay? So, if you think Laura Loomer was like, guys, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I was wrong. If you think that was her response, I want you to put a 1 in the chat. Now, if for some reason you think that Laura Loomer's response to this was maybe unhinged, crazy, and like ultra racist, go ahead and hit that too. All right. So again, let's go over the choices again. If you think Laura Loomer's response to this was like a reasonable person apologizing, 1. If you think that she just said like the most racist shit that she could possibly think of, 2. All right. So let's just, oh, wow. Okay. Well, it looks like, yeah, everyone, Spooky, I think maybe Spooky hit the wrong button. Looks like a lot of people are voting for the racist one. Okay. Okay. So it looks like people are saying that Laura Loomer's response was as racist as it possibly could be. Well, let's see. Haitian immigrants aren't just eating cats and dogs. They eat humans. Remember their leader known as Barbecue? Only Hannibal Lecter himself would want to bring more of them to the United States. Don't let the media say the concerns about illegal immigration are conspiracy theories. These aren't rumors. Let's go back. Hold on. These aren't rumors. Let's go back to the person. I just want to revisit the statement that we just saw, because what I see there is I don't have any proof. Okay? So, typically, when something is unsubstantiated, in other words, there is no evidence of thing, that is called a rumor. That's how you define that normally. So I'm going to go ahead and have to disagree with Laura Loomer, being that they are all fake and lies about innocent Haitian Haitian migrants that just moved to Springfield to work at some factories. That's all they did. That's all. It's because not for any other reason except for that Springfield wanted them to move there. That the reason that they're there is that Springfield was like, "Hey, move here, please." And so they did. Now, you guys remember Donald Trump? Do you guys remember him? Yeah. Okay, so hold on. Okay, Donald Trump had an event today, and all this is going on, right? It's all up in the news, all going on, and because it's so popular and people are asking about it, they asked him. They asked him about it. Put a 1 in the chat if you think that Donald Trump was like, "Oh yeah, no, those are lies, and we're real sorry. We shouldn't have said that." If you think that was what Donald Trump said, go ahead, put 1 in the chat. If you think, based on your knowledge of who Donald Trump is, he said some really racist shit, go ahead and hit that 2 for me. Okay? We're going to watch the video here. I'm going to let you guys decide. Like, what do you think? Yeah. Yeah. Let's just what we're going to do. We're just going to watch. All I'm going to do, I'm just going to play the video. Here's what happened.
In Springfield, Ohio, 20,000 illegal Haitian migrants have descended upon a town.
Why is that so low? I don't know why that's so low. Again, they're not nothing. They're completely legally. They're not illegal.
58,000 people destroying their way of life. They've destroyed the place, and people don't like to talk about it because even the town doesn't like to talk about it because it sounds so bad for the town.
No,
they live there. They're proud. They love the town for years. It was a great place, safe, nice. Now they have 20,000, and I actually heard today it's 32,000. It's the new number.
Oh, yeah. He just heard that. He just heard that it's a completely different number than the actual number. Franklin, stop. He heard that it's a completely different number. He just heard that. And don't ask him, like, who told him that. Because he doesn't fucking know. He just did. He just heard that was what the number is now. And I don't know why that was so low. I'm sorry, guys. All right. So he was then asked about it again. So because these reporters, they wanted some clarification. They were like, Mr. Grandpa Orange Peel, can you clarify a little bit? Because I'll just let it play.
The mayor of Springfield, Ohio, the police chief, the Republican governor of Ohio have all debunked this story about people eating pets. And now there are bomb threats at schools and kids being evacuated. Why do you still spread this false story?
The real threat is what's happening at our border.
So there's a bomb threat at schools. At elementary schools. Not at elementary schools. There's a bomb threat. There was a bomb threat at 2 elementary schools today, and the kids had to be sent home because Donald Trump and Laura Loomer and JD Vance are lying about Haitians that just live in Springfield and just live there. And his response is, no, the problem's at the border. That's the problem, is the border. I'll let the rest of it play.
Because you have thousands of people being killed by illegal migrants coming.
You don't. It's not happening. It's literally a lie. That is completely and totally and utterly a lie. It is not happening. It is completely and totally not happening.
Coming in and also dying. You have women dying as they come up. They're coming up in large groups. We call it a caravan. I think I came up with that name, but it's...
Yeah, Donald Trump invented the word caravan, too. I don't know if you knew that. Before Donald Trump, no one had ever said the word caravan before. He said it, and everybody was like, gotta say caravan now. And they just walk around. They just say it. They just say caravan. That's all they do. They just walk around. They just, all the time. They just can't help themselves. Okay. What if I told you, after saying that racist shit, Trump said something today that arguably might be even more racist? Now, is it more racist? It's up to you. I'm back and forth on it. I haven't really decided I haven't decided yet. Of the multiple statements made by the former president of the United States today, which of the statements that he made today was the most racist? I haven't decided. They're all pretty fucking racist. Just haven't decided which one's the most racist. So let's go to the next one. And I'm going to let you guys vote.
2025.
Hold on. This is kind of a quick one. Here we go.
Like on Project 2025, I have no idea about. It had nothing to do with me. He didn't correct her. He knew that. Charlottesville, nothing was done wrong.
Excuse me? Hold on. Because he's like talking about other stuff and hold on. What was that, Donnie?
Charlottesville, nothing was done wrong.
Now, I don't know. I don't know which one was the most racist statement that he made today. I don't know. I haven't decided. I can't figure it out. I've been thinking about this for a while. I was planning the show and I was putting my new lights up and everything. Can't see them right now, but it's fine. And I was like, which one of these statements is the most racist? I don't know. I'm just not. I don't know. Let you guys decide. But now let's loop back to Laura Loomer. So, listen, there's a lot of people wondering about Laura Loomer, wants to hear more about Laura Loomer.
Go ahead.
And talk about Laura Loomer. So what does Trump have to say about Laura Loomer? Who he might be fucking.
What would you say to your Republican colleagues or your allies who are concerned about your close relationship with Laura Loomer?
Well, I don't know what they would say. Laura's been a supporter of mine, just like a lot of people are supporters, and she's been a supporter of mine. She speaks very positively of the campaign. I'm not sure why you asked that question, but Laura is a supporter. I don't control Laura. Laura has to say what she wants. She's a free spirit.
She's a free spirit. The fuck does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Like, listen. I'm not saying they're actually having sex. I'm not saying that. I'm not making that claim. Many people are saying it. They come up to me, tears in their eyes, they're crying. They say, "Sir, is Trump really having sex with Laura Loomer?" Like, they say that, crying. And I just be like, it looks that way. I mean, like, I don't know. I I saw the hashtag that Laura Loomer's pregnant. I don't know. I'm just asking questions. Where's my beanie? I don't know where I put my beanie. But anyway, I need to put my beanie on when I'm like, I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions. When my checks from Putin clear. I'm just asking questions. That's all. I'm not spreading lies. I'm just asking questions. Just asking questions. That's all. Sometimes you just want to ask a couple of questions. All right. So another interesting thing about this, and I brought this up on the my ad blocker's always on. I brought this up on the Discord, and we were going back and forth about it, and Titan found this article for me. Because, like I said, Haiti was the first. It was the first Black republic. It's considered the first Black republic, and attacks on Haitians are not new for white supremacists. This goes back a ways. This is a great article from The Nation. I will make sure that it's in the description for you. Where is it? Haitians committed the greatest sin possible in the modern world. We took our freedom back from the white man. Oh, the author of this article is Elie Mystal on MSNBC all the time. Haiti's the birthplace of the only successful slave-led revolt in the New or Western world. Like everywhere else in this hemisphere, enslaved Haitians asked for their freedom, agitated for it, and were willing to negotiate terms with the enslavers for their emancipation. Unlike everywhere else, when those negotiations and political dealings resulted in nothing more than the continuation of permanent chattel slavery, Haitians stopped talking and started rebelling, and by 1804 had liberated themselves from their suddenly not-so-superior captors. Chef's kiss. These attacks on the Haitians of Springfield are new, and those are novel. But attacks on Haiti are not. This is an old moment from the playbook for white supremacists. It's been going on for a long time because Haiti stood up and said, "We are not taking your fucking shit. We're not your slaves." And boy, what was it that Trump said about Charlottesville? Can we? Where was that? What did you say about Charlottesville again there, Mr. Donnie?
Charlottesville, nothing was done wrong.
Oh. Weird. Isn't it weird that the same guy that thinks that nothing was done wrong at Charlottesville is lying about Haitian immigrants? Isn't that weird? Gotta be a coincidence. Gotta be. It's just a coincidence. It's just a coincidence. It's just a coincidence. It's just how it worked out, guys. You know, all your conspiracy theorists about Trump being a racist. Just a coincidence. It's a little quinky dink. You're looking too deep. Looking too deep into that. So what's a pogrom? So I've got multiple. Here's my problem with pogrom. I've got multiple definitions. Okay? So when you just look up pogrom from Oxford, it says an organized massacre of a political ethnic group, in particular that of Jewish people in Russia or Eastern Europe in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. However, Britannica says a mob attack either approved or condoned by authorities against the persons and properties of a religious, racial, or national minority. I'm sorry, it's a little bit messed up. I'm sorry. I didn't get the alignment real good on that. I'm sorry, but that's the basics of the story. That's pretty much A to G or so. There's some little pieces of the story that I kind of skipped over, didn't really go into. Here's what I know. I know that the people that live in Springfield who are Haitian are in danger from the racist rhetoric of Maga. And that the infighting between Laura Loomer and MTG and Charlie Sykes and Lindsey Graham and whoever else is fighting now in that group is the result of fascism at its core. So fascism believes that there is ultimate purity and that you are either one of the ultimate pure or you are not. You're either in or out. Over time, as fascist movements develop, the rules, the litmus test that they use to achieve purity gets more and more restrictive. And so they start cutting out larger and larger swaths of people and saying, well, you can't be a part of the in-group because you don't meet such and such purity test. Whatever that purity test is. There's a billion of them. Everything from, eugenic stuff to the music that you like and whether or not you drink Bud Light, whether or not you watch the NFL, all of the different things that MAGA gets mad about all the time are all part of their way of saying you're not pure enough. If you are MAGA, you are not drinking Bud Light. If you're MAGA, you're not going to Disney World. You're not watching the NFL. Whatever their purity test is of the day. And they're very outraged about whatever the newest fucking thing they fucking care about. It's exhausting. M&M's, what was it about M&M's that wore high heels or didn't wear high heels or something about M&M's and fucking, who knows? It's fucking crazy. Because they've got to maintain that fascist purity. And you have got to want to be part of that in-group. The reason that fascism bleeds from conservatism, not saying that all conservatives are fascists, but all fascists are conservatives, is because conservatism is at its core about conformity. Conservatism believes that there is one way to do, and I'm speaking in broad strokes about political science theory, guys. I'm not talking about any specific persons. Somebody come on and say, I'm conservative and I have a belly ring. Like, this is not, just stick with me here. Conservative believes that there are guardrails and that you have to stay within those guardrails to be considered a conservative, to have whatever it is, conservative social theory, conservative economic theory, conservative religious theory, whatever it is, there are certain guardrails that you stay in between. And that the people that don't stay in between it are either maybe not dangerous, but we're talking about soft conservatives, but they can't they're never going to fit within our lane, right? And they're the people that we want to see them change for whatever reason. I'm talking about very soft conservatism. I'm not talking about like hard religious stuff right now. And then as you go further right, you do get that added. You get, like religious stuff added on top. Well, you have to believe in our God. If you don't believe in our God, then you're not part of our in-group. Maybe if you don't believe in our God, you're dangerous, right? Because you're not a Southern Baptist. You're a Northern Baptist, whatever it is. And then it gets more restrictive. Oh, well, alcohol, it's dangerous. We've got to ban alcohol and pornography, it's dangerous. We got to ban porn. Because they've got to get a stricter and stricter purity because they're always obsessing about ultimate purity. That is the core of conservatism. And the core of liberalism is that there is no, like, purity can't exist because we're all different. And what we have to do is find the way in which to coexist and celebrate each other, support each other, because difference is beautiful. Difference isn't a bad thing. It's not in spite of our differences. We get together and live together because we're different, because we do have different perspectives. We do have different lives and creeds and ethos. And that, leads off to the left side. So this should not be surprising to anyone that MAGA is turning into this, because MAGA has to do this. MAGA has to get more and more pure, and they have to cut out more and more of their former inner circle to achieve ultimate purity, because that is the core of fascism. And that's why their plan for winning the election is not to get the most votes. It's not to somehow broaden. It's to narrow down and say, only our votes count. Our votes are the only real votes because we're the only ones pure enough to be included in MAGA. So if you're not included in MAGA, you shouldn't be allowed, you shouldn't be voting anyway. You see these white nationalists saying that, oh, well, why do women even have the right to vote anyway? Why should we be allowing women to vote? Why should we be allowing whatever group it is to vote? Because they're not in MAGA anyway. They're not pure enough. And you should adhere to our rules for living because it's the only way to live. And, anything else is immoral or wrong or dangerous, whatever adjective they decide to attach to it that afternoon on Twitter. The core of liberalism sprung from the Enlightenment. And the Enlightenment was definitely about nonconformity. The Enlightenment was not a movement that meshed well with the conformity, especially the religious conformity that had been so prevalent throughout Europe for the century and a half, millennia and a half before. And this idea that we can go backwards somehow and things will be better doesn't really make any sense when you look at history. But true MAGA doesn't look at history. A true pure MAGA would never compare history to today. That's not what pure MAGAs do. This situation in Ohio, is it a pogrom? I don't know. It has it looks like the duck and it quacks like the duck, but is it the duck? Hopefully it's just a few crazy lunatics that, made a bomb threat that will then back off and it won't get worse there. But as long as Trump is calling out Springfield in his lies by name, it's not going to get better. Will it get worse? I don't know. I hope not. But I could definitely see how it might. Spackle, the Enlightenment was about finding reason outside of God. Absolutely. 100%. Because in Europe before then, the only reason for living, the only morality, the only thing that mattered was that you worshipped God and that God was the center of your life. It was, in most cases, God was literally the center of your town. Your town was probably built around a church or chapel, throughout Europe. I mean, that's how they were constructed. You'd go in and the priest would read something to you in Latin that you were told what it was, but you didn't read or anything. So, anyway, Made them pay for granting their freedom. Yeah, well, yes, Maya, that is true. Oh, I don't have multi-stream up. I only had YouTube chat up. I'm sorry if people were chatting in other places. I didn't even have it up. I apologize. I missed all your chat if you did. Yeah, April, they are hardworking, lovely people. He's the 80-year-old demented uncle who rants incoherent bullshit. I'm no longer angry about him. I'm angry about the shitheads who instrumentalize and follow him. I agree, Andreas. I'm at that point now where it's like, he's not going to change, obviously. I mean, he's 78 years old. He's a 78-year-old man who's been a racist his whole life and has done racist things in the public sphere his whole life. He's not changing. He's not becoming something different than what he is. And, what we have to do is we got to go out organize, out donate, and out vote. That's our job. That is our job. All right. Well, want to thank you guys for coming by and hanging out with me. What we're going to do, we're going to shut this down, and then I'm going to be going live on Twitch. I'll only be on Twitch, won't be on YouTube. Just to play some video games. We're going to play with the lights, and we're going to make the lights do different things and stuff. So come join me over at Ethan Plays Live, twitch.tv/Ethan Plays Live. You want to come hang out? If not, I want to bid you all farewell. Have a great night. Thanks for watching, guys. And I will see you next time.